Kabanata 24, Mess. I didn't really need to guess how Jackson came up with all his accusations of me. Habang pinagbubuntis ko si Jack, habang naroon ako sa kina Nikolay, maraming pinakalat si Mami. Of course, with the credibility of my daddy and his friends who believed every word my mom said, hindi na katakataka kung bakit kahit si Harper na malapit sa akin, ganoon ang pag-iisip. Kahit si Philly nga, inakalang anak ni Nikolay si Jack. I wanted to get mad at my mommy for it. I suddenly thought of the other possible rumors she spread complete with hard evidences just to decide for me. Kaso ayokong lumaki pa ito. Tapos ko na siyang inaway tungkol sa lahat ng iyon. Bringing it back now will only complicate everything. Hindi ko nga lang maiwasang isipin na galit si Jack sa akin. Galit na galit siya sa akin, hindi lang dahil sa pagkawala ng anak namin, kundi sa mismong pinakalat na kasinungalingan ni Mami. Hindi ko inakala na ang galit niya pa ang magiging ginhawa ko sa mga oras na ito. His anger about it comforted some parts of me. Niyakap ko ang sarili ko habang nasa balkonahin ng kwarto. Tinatanaw ang buhay na kalsada ng syudad. Nasa kabilang kwarto na si Jack. Nakatulugan niya ang paglalaro kasama ang mga anak ni Claudio kanina kaya tuloy-tuloy na rin ang tulog. "Why are you so angry?" I whispered to the wind. I would understand if his anger was from the past, pero sa mga insulto niya, hindi iyon dahil doon. It was about me marrying Nikolay. His anger is from my so-called one for older men. Suminghap ako. Pagkatapos na nangyari, tinawagan ako ng agent ko para mangumusta sa naging pribadong meeting namin ni Jackson. I thought she'd figure out that something was going on, but then I realized that Jack's questions were only obvious to the both of us, and not to the other people around who knew nothing. Kung ayos na siya, sana hindi niya na pinakailaman kung gusto ko man ng mas matandang lalaki. I never thought I'd receive that kind of anger from him. I braced for something similar but not as intense. I thought we'd only talk about our last child and then our past mistakes. Hindi ko inasahan na pakikialaman niya kahit ang buhay ko ngayon. I thought you've moved on. May mga babae na siya, hindi ba? I shook my head and laughed mockingly at the thought of him riding an expensive car with a woman on his side. A woman who will warm his bed at night. Natatawa ako dahil sobrang iba ng buhay naming dalawa. He's living a bachelor life while I move on with mine because of my son. I had 2 days to prepare for wardrobe checking and makeup test. Ang una kasing gagawin ay isang light shoot sa isang studio para sa mga posters. The initial shoots will be on the next schedules. It's a light job for a generous fee, actually. I am familiar with this industry. Sa mga shoots at mga wardrobe checks, ni iyong si Mr. Go hindi natitingin, syempre. The only people I will see on that shoot is my glam team and the creative director, just the secondary staffs. Nasisiguro kong wala na si Jax doon kaya iniisip ko naman ngayon kung paano pa makakalapit sa kanya. Alam ko ring hindi naging madali ang huling naming pagkikita pero hindi ako pwedeng tumigil doon. After doing my usual morning exercise routines, dumiretso na ako sa balkonahe, takot na nakikinig na naman si Mami sa usapan namin ng pinsan ko. "Hi, good morning Snow." Sinapo ko ano ako sa kahihiyan. I dialed her number when I finally had the guts to. Humalakip-kip ako habang pinapanood ang anak na sinisipa-sipa ang football sa dingding. Mamaya pa bibisita ang mga anak ni Claudio kasama si Nikolay kaya medyo bored pa siya ngayon. "Hi Amber, how are you?" "I'm fine. I just wanna ask, kailan ba kayo pupunta rito?" Sa birthday pa ni Lolo?" No, actually, we are planning to go there immediately. Pinapatapos ko lang ang ilang accounts. Sasabay kami sa mga pinsan ni Sibal. Bakit?" "Oh," I chuckled. Bigla akong tinamaan ng hiya. Maybe if I hang out with them, I'd see more of Jackson if they invite him. Iyon ay kung pupunta pa iyon. Galit iyon sa akin eh. "Wala naman. That's great. See you then?" Tanging nasabi ko. "See you. Maybe we can hang out too." Bawal ka ba? Ni ano?" "Hindi naman." "So you can?" she said excitedly. "Sure. Sabihin mo lang kung kailan." Then I realized that maybe Snow also thought that I married an old rich man, gaya ni Jackson. Honestly, hindi na ako magtataka. Nilingon ko si Mami na ngayon ay tinatanaw ako galing sa loob. She's wearing her usual long Aztec robe with oversized cuffs and tassel ribbons as the belt. Sometimes, I think I prove all her lies. Tumira ako sa kay Nikolay ng ilang taon. Ni mga anak ni Nikolay, iniisip na mag-asawa nga kami. Tapos ngayong nakauwi na sa Manila, nakatira pa rin ako sa poder ni Nikolay, driving his car. When I realized that, I immediately made some calls for any available 2-bedroom units. Nilapitan ako ni Mami pagkatapos ng ilang pagtawag ko kaya tumigil na ako at binaba na ang cellphone. I got invites for a Tiffany party tonight. You wanna go? She asked. You know, you should make appearances. Umiling ako. Hindi na po, Mami. I need to double time my workout a bit. Try a new one. Maybe some anti-gravity yoga. I know one gym that offers that. Naisip ko na rin iyon. Tumango ako kay Mami at niyakap na lang siya ng mahigpit bago kumalas at tagpa siyang magpatuloy sa ginagawa. I was that way for 2 days. I stayed home and checked my schedules. Mami was either busy with Lola's party or receiving invites from all her socialite activities. Ilang beses niya akong niyaya at sinabing isasama niya si Nikolay kung kasama ako. Tinanggihan ko na lang. Saturday came. It was such a packed day. Early in the morning, I went to the studio in Mandaluyong to check the wardrobe, the place, and have some makeup test. Magsusukat din ako mamaya para roon sa kaibigang designer ni Mami. I realized now that it's also prestigious and it pays generously. The contract has shoots too, after the Philippine Fashion Week. I parked my car in front of the 3-story building, kung nasaan daw ang studio. I am wearing a couture black dress, lalo na dahil titingnan pa ako mamaya roon sa kaibigan ni Mami. I only topped it with a gray suit. I let my hair down like usual. Dumiretso na ako sa nakitang pintuan at hindi na nagtagal. Namataan ko na si Tamara Lopez, the creative director. Hi, you look great, she greeted me. Thank you, you too. Tumawa siya at nagsimula na ang pag-explain niya sa gagawin sa araw na iyon. This isn't really very necessary, but our bosses are perfectionists kaya ganoon na rin ako. I'll try 3 sample palettes on you and we'll shoot a bit to see kung alin ang maganda. Anyway, you'll wear only a blush pink spaghetti strap. Marami iyon doon. Just check it out too, kung alin ang maganda at komportable sa'yo. Tumango-tango ako sa mga sinabi ni Miss Tamara. Hindi nakalaunan habang nagsasalita siya, nakarating na kami sa pangalawang palapag kung nasaan ang studio. Mayroon ding mock kitchen, living room, and bedroom doon. It looks so perfect, especially when my eyes crossed the mock counter and saw someone familiar sitting on the high chair. Sa gulat ko, natigilan ako ng konti. Nalingon ko lang si Miss Tamara nang suminghap siya at nagsimulang tumawa. The pressure, right? She said with me with a forced smile. Natawa ako ng bahagya. The realization dawned on me. Everyone is doing their best dahil nandito lang naman ang president. Why is he here? I know it's a good thing for me, but this is very unlikely. Hindi ako kailanman nagkaroon ng shoot na mismong ang client naroon. Titingin po ba siya, Miss Tamara? Dito kong tanong. Actually, he's not invited. I mean, we didn't expect him to be here. That's why my team is very pressured right now. Ako rin. I didn't know why he's here, but he's here, so we have no choice. Sinipat ko ulit si Jax. He's got coffee on that mock kitchen counter. He's wearing a white button-down shirt folded on his forearm, revealing the thin hair on it, a dark slack, and brown leather shoes. Walang nagbago sa titig niya sa akin. He looked at me with dark intense eyes that oozing with anger. Nagtaas ako ng 2 kilay. Hindi na paghandaan ang magiging reaksyon bago ko pa nilunok ang dapat ng ngiti. Iginaya na ako ni Miss Tamara sa isang room kung nasaan ang mga damit. In a rack, there's a dozen of different style of plain blush pink dresses of my size. Let's start with your dress, sabi nito. Alright. Sabi ko, medyo tumitingin pa pabalik sa nakita. Nilapag ko ang bag na dala at hinubad na ang suit. Nilingon ko si Jax sa kinauupuan niya kanina. Ilang saglit pa bago nagtama ang mga mata namin dahil nasa katawan ko ang unang tingin niya. He was watching me darkly and with reservations. Kumuha ako ng isusukat at pumasok na sa fitting room. Ano ba kasing ginagawa niya rito? Pumikit ako ng mariin at bumuntong hininga. This is kind of good actually. Hindi ko na kailangan ang tulong ni Snow para lang dito. Pagkatapos ng ilang balikang pagsusukat, nakapili rin kami ni Miss Tamara ng susuotin ko. By the way, what do you want for lunch? Tanong ni Miss Tamara habang tinutulungan akong isuot ulit ang suit. Hawaiian chicken salad and an organic orange juice, please, sabi ko. Got it, she said and glanced at the assistant on her side. Sumulyap ako kay Jackson. Nakita kong hindi kalayuan niya. Naroon rin ang 3 modelo kasali sa TV ad. May wardrobe check din yata sila. Nasulyapan kong palapit ang isa kay Jackson. Iniwas ko ang tingin ko roon at sumunod na kay Tamara sa makeup hall. She explained to me the pegs that she wanted. Iyon din ang sinabi niya sa makeup artist na naroon. Maybe after the first layout, we should bring her to the kitchen to see how will the natural light reflect on it. Si Miss Tamara. Sure ma'am, sabi naman noong makeup artist. So, the makeup artist started the makeup on me. Habang ginagawa niya ako noon, panay ang tanong niya tungkol sa mga experiences ko abroad, how it's like to be a model of so many good brands. How is it during haute coutures and many more? Sinagot ko naman ng maayos. Your brows and eyelashes are so dark, it makes your eye pop. Ang ganda pa naman ng mga mata mo, he praised. Thank you. Tanging nasabi ko at tinaon ang pagsulyap sa hindi kalayuang si Jax. Nagtaas ako ng kilay pabalik sa salamin nang natantong mag-isa ulit siya roon. I thought the girls would crowd him, o kahit isa na lang, di ba? Pagkatapos ng unang layout, dinala nga ako ni Miss Tamara sa kitchen. It was directly in front of Jackson. I feel like everyone wants to ask his opinion of it, but Miss Tamara won't even look at him. That's fine. May I see the second layout? Si Miss Tamara. Ginawan ako ng second layout at bumalik ulit doon pagkatapos. The photographer came and he shot me some initial pictures. Dumating din si Hubert, ganoon din ang ginawa. They crowded me so I'd see how it looked like. Tumayo si Jackson sa kinauupuan niya dahilan kung bakit parehong nag-angat ng tingin ang mga photographer. Tumikhim si Hubert at lumayo ng bahagya at nag-shoot ulit ng kaunti. I'm trying to find your best angle but I think all of it is the best, sabi noong isa. Tumawa ako. Actually, I just tilt my head a bit in front of the camera. If this is for beauty products, it's only right that everyone should see my full face. Right, got it. Sa pangatlong layout naman, nakapili na si Miss Tamara. Mabilis ding nag-wrap ang shoot para sa akin pero para sa staff na natili sila para sa meeting. Dumating na ang mga pagkain at sinabi ko na lang na mag-aayos muna ako bago kumain. Pagkatapos kong mag-ayos, nakita ko na sila na nagmi-meeting sa living room. Miss Tamara went to me to explain something. Your food is on Engineer Riago's table. Sorry, okay lang? He requested it there. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, sabi ko. She nodded and smiled apologetically. Kumunot ang noon niya. Ramdam ko ang tanong sa mga mata pero hindi na nasabi pa. Sige, I'll go, I said awkwardly. Sure. Sinundan niya ako ng tingin patungo sa kay Jax. When Jackson saw me coming, he shifted on his seat and picked his own spoon up. Nakatingin lang siya sa kanyang pagkain na rin, ngayon pa lang ata magsisimula. Naupo ako sa harap niya at tahimik na pinulot na rin ang tinidor. Uminom muna ako ng tubig, pinagmamasdan siya. Pasulyap-sulyap lang ang ginagawa niya at nagpatuloy sa seryosong pagkain kaya ginaya ko na rin. You'll come with me today, he said in a commanding tone, breaking our silence. Napatigil ako sa pangatlong subo at napatingin sa kanya. Ang titig niya ay may kasiguraduhan, para bang alam niyang susunod at susunod ako sa kanya. Oh, right. I told him I'd do anything just so he'd forgive me. Maybe this is part of it. It wasn't a spur-of-the-moment statement from me. Sigurado rin naman ako sa sinabi ko kaya lang talagang hindi ako pwede ngayon. Hindi ako pwede eh. Nagtaas siya ng kilay. I lowered my gaze a bit because his domineering aura really did step up to a larger power. I thought you said you'll do everything. I knew it. Yeah, but I have an appointment later. Appointment saan? Kunot noon niyang tanong. Narinig ko ang puso ko. Sa ganitong pagkakataon at sa simpleng tanong pa talaga na yon? Well, I'll model for Annie Schiffer sa gowns niya. Papasukat ako at meeting din, mamayang 2 p.m. Tonight then, he said huskily. Tumikhim ako. I'm suddenly bothered. What is this all about? Saan ba kami pupunta? Bakit pwedeng pagkatapos namin dito? Pwede ring mamayang gabi. I have to buy some things. I need to go home early. Takot akong sulyapan siya pero ginawa ko pa rin. He looked the same. Nothing changed with his intensity but he looked away. Maybe next time? Para saan ba? I asked guiltily. He shook his head, avoiding my question. I'll come with you then. Muntik na akong masamid habang kumakain. Hindi siya nag-angat ng tingin sa akin. Napalingon ako sa paligid. Sa nagmi-meeting, baka sakaling nagulat din sila. Oo nga pala, ako lang naman ang nakarinig sa sinabi niya. Is this true? And why? Saan? Medyo gulantang ko pang tanong. Your meetings. Tumikhim ako at sumubo na lang imbis na hayaan ang pangangmalaglag. Okay, hindi ko malaman kung ano ang idudugtong ko roon. Tumahimik na lang ako kahit na sobrang ingay na ng isipan ko kakaisip sa lahat ng ito. In the end, my conclusion was about my benefit to it. If we are civil now and we will remain civil eventually, we might slowly talk about the past without shouting at each other. Kung ganoon, mas mapapalapit na ang tsansa kong makausap siya tungkol kay Jack. Now that it's almost knocking, I can't believe it. I am really doing it. May parte sa aking ayaw nang tumuloy. May parte sa aking pinagdadamot na ang anak ko. Lalo na tuwing negatibo ang naiisip ko kay Jax. So, I reminded myself that it is not about me. This is about my son. For him. Wala ka bang gagawin? I thought you have things to do, that's why you want me to come with you. Sabi ko nang di na napigilan. Wala. He simply said and that made me more confused. Tinapos ko na ang pagkain. I excused myself so I could go to the powder room to groom. Saktong pagkatapos ko sa ilang ginawa, pumasok si Miss Samara roon at nag-ayos na rin. She smiled at me for a while before she voiced out her confusion. You're a friend of Engineer Riego? She asked. Sort of. She nodded and stopped there. Nagpatuloy siya sa ginagawa. Sumulyap ulit sa akin. Halatang marami pang tanong pero napigilan naman ang sarili. Tapos na ako roon. Huli na nang natanto kong babalikan ko pa siya dapat para sabihing aalis na ako. It was a weird thing to do since just some hours ago, I never thought we'd be this way. Nakatanaw siya nang lumabas ako sa powder room. Tumayo agad siya nang nakita akong papunta na sa kanya. I am well aware of the eyes watching us but I have no choice. Bumagsak saglit ang mga mata ko sa kanyang katawan. He really did mature so much, hindi lang sa mukha. Ginoong-ginoo ang tikas. I even think he looks darkly older than his age. Is it because of the thin stubble, the hair, or the height? I'm not sure which. Kahit kasi naka-heels na ako ngayon, hanggang labi niya lang ang tanaw ko. How old is he now? In between 30 and 31? Dumiretso na ako sa sasakyan ko. Iniligid niya ang mga mata niya roon saglit bago dumiretso sa isang sasakyan. The sleek black Jaguar is just as sexy as the car I imagined with him some nights ago. Iyong iniisip kong may sasakyan siyang mamahalin at may mga babae siyang isinasakay. Ganoon o higit pa actually. Kunot na akong pinasok ang puting Honda ko at pinaandar na iyon. Bitterness filled me for a while as I imagined on his fully tinted car. Bakit sobrang tinted? Talagang may isinasakay na babae yan. I shouldn't care. I need to get a hold of myself. Buti na lang medyo mahaba ang biyahe at traffic kaya kumalma rin ako hanggang sa dumating kami. Lalo na dahil nasa likod ko siya buong biyahe. When I entered Annie Schiffer's large hall of her designs, Jax was stalking behind me. Hindi ko na kailangan tignan dahil sa titig pa lang ng mga taong nagtatagal sa likod ko. Alam ko na kung ano ang pinagpipiyastahan nila. Some of Annie's gay staffs were too overwhelmed that they bounced when they saw him. Amber! Si Annie, isang supermodel turned designer into her 40s na ngayon ang bumati sa akin. Her long curly hair swayed with her, then her hooded eyes made a knowing glint behind me. Nagbeso kami at nginuso niya ang nasa likod ko. Finally, nagkita tayo. Last time kasi, on vacation ako, pero nakapirma ka naman daw ng contract, kaya I'm good with that. She announced, then her eyes went to Jackson again. This is... Hindi na ako pinatapos ng matanda. Pilit pa akong tumabi nang naglahad ito ng kamay kay Jackson. Of course, the only remaining bachelor of the Riagos, Jackson Archibald, right? I'm a fan of your works in ARC Pharmaceuticals. Annie Schiffer, she said happily. What? Pharmaceuticals? Wait lang, I don't even know these things. Nice to meet you. He smiled politely at tinanggap na rin ang kamay. Binalingan ako ni Annie at malapad ng ngiti ulit ang ginawad sa akin. She was waiting for an explanation of his appearance with me. He's a friend, Annie. Saan ako susukatan at okay na ba ang gowns? Winala ko agad ang usapan. Oh, sure dear, of course. Iginiya niya ako kung saan pero naiwan ang ulo niya kay Jackson. Please, have a seat on our comfy couch. Andy, assist our important guest, please. We have coffee, tea, juice, anything. Feel free. She said bago tuluyang napasa sa akin ang atensyon. Nauna na si Annie sa paglalakad at isang pitik lang ng daliri, lumapit na agad ang tagasukat sa akin. I removed my jacket, nilapag ko ang mga gamit sa lamesa, kaya lang nakita kong parang natigil ang oras para sa mga taong nasa paligid ko. Iyon pala, nasa gilid ko na si Jackson, kinukuha ang gamit ko. I'll just get this so you'd be more comfortable. Okay, thank you. I feel like vomiting for feeling too scared or too nervous. Hindi ako agad nakabawi. Nagpatuloy na lang ang lahat sa pagsusukat sa akin. Medyo tulala pa ako sa ginagawa ni Jax. Nang pinatalikod ako roon, natanaw ko siyang tahimik na tumitingin-tingin sa magazines na naroon sa harap niya. Ayoko mag-isip ng iba. I don't want to assume anything. But if I won't stop him, I'll lead him on. Ayoko ng ganoon. I have no plans to get back with him. Get back with him? Naku Amber, nababaliw ka na ba? Tingin mo may gana yang makipagbalikan sa'yo? Umaasa ka yata eh. Sa'yo galing ang paratang na yan. Ikaw lang itong dirty-minded kahit na nakikipag-ayos lang naman siguro ang tao para tuluyan ng magkaalaman. Yes, that's it. I need to calm down. This is just nothing. Matagal iyon lalo na dahil may ilang adjustments pa sa gowns na susuotin sa preliminaries. Medyo malaki kasi ang sukat kaya nagdalawang oras yata kami sa malaking fitting room nila para lang sa 5 gowns. After that, I went straight to Annie's office to see her designs for the finale. Medyo hindi na ako mapakali dahil ang dami niyang sinasabi at kanina ko pa iniwan si Jax doon. Ano na kayang ginagawa noon? But it's rude to just cut Annie Schiffer's excited words just for that. Huli na nang na-realize ko na forte ko rin naman pala ang Italian cuisine. My tongue is like a native in Italy. Maria Emilia won't come because she's busy for that... What was that? Ano bang schedule ni Mami sa araw na yun? An auction, I think, for some cancer patients. Yes, her humanitarian and philanthropic activity, whatnot. I smiled when I realized Mami is really coming back to the social circles here in Manila. Kaya ikaw na lang please, pumunta ka, she said. Bring Jackson Riego with you. Or si Nicolay ba? Nicolay will be at home that time, I think. Claudio will visit. Oh, nanliit ang mga mata ni Annie Schiffer. I can imagine her confused mind working now. Maidudugtong pa sana ako pero nagsalita siyang bigla. Whatever, just go. You need to go, she said. Okay, I will. Sabi ko sabay tanggap sa invitation niya. Mabuti na lang at hindi na kami nagtagal pa pagkatapos noon. Lumabas na kami at una kong hinanap si Jax. He was patiently waiting on the couch with his eyes closed. When he heard Annie Schiffer's laments, mabilis siyang bumaling sa amin. He then shifted on his seat. Nilapitan siya ng sekretary ni Annie at tinanong ng kung ano. I realized some of the staffs were watching him. Thank you. Thank you so much for being part of this. I am honored. I am so proud. Paulit-ulit na sinabi ni Annie habang palapit kami kay Jax. Tumayo si Jax at kinuha na ang bag at jacket ko. His eyes ran down on my body and he stepped forward towards me. Thank you also for coming with Amber, engineer. I would offer you to model for me, but I think men like you, these are not your types. She smiled sweetly. Jax helped me put on my jacket. Medyo kinakabahan na naman ako. He chuckled and looked at Annie Schiffer. No ma'am, that's an honor but I'm not into it. I knew you would say that. Annie smiled and then she sent us off her place. Palabas na kami nang kumaway na ako kay Annie. We went to the parking lot silently. Palubog na ang araw at ang gagawin ko na lang ngayon ay mamimili ng iilang kakailanganin sa bahay. I don't think Jax needs to come with me. Nilingon ko siya bago ako makabalik sa sasakyan. Huwag mo na akong samahan. I'll just buy some groceries malapit sa amin. Okay na ako. No, I'll come with you, he said. Hindi pa umiilaw ang mga lamppost kaya hindi ko masyadong kita ang ekspresyon niya. I don't know if he was true to that or he's just being sarcastic but I continued. It's just groceries kaya sasama ako. Uuwi rin ako pagkatapos, sabi niya. Kinagat ko ang labi ko. Actually, I should treat him some dinner but I remember I promised Jack I'll be there for dinner. Okay. Sorry, I can't treat you for dinner. I have to go home. I understand. Diretso niyang sinabi. Katahimikan ang bumalot sa aming dalawa saglit bago siya may pahabol. But, are you available on Wednesday for dinner? Actually, itinuro ko ang opisina ni Annie. I was invited by Annie Schiffer for her Italian restaurant's opening kaya hindi rin ako pwede. He cocked his head to the other side. Nagtaas ng isang kilay at umigting ang panga. I thought you'd do anything. Cancel that. I want a dinner with you on Wednesday, he said with finality. Huminga ako ng malalim at kinuha ang invitation. I know he's thinking that I'm avoiding him. Ilang invitation niya na sa araw na iyon ang tinanggihan ko. I can't cancel it. Umuon na ako kay Annie at nahihiya akong tanggihan pa. She's very nice and I don't want to let her down. She's expecting me to come. Paliwanag ko. Kunot noon niyang chinek ang invitation. Nasa dulo na ng dila ko ang pag-imbita sa kanya gaya ng sinabi ni Annie pero hindi ko masabi. We can have the dinner you want on Tuesday, sabi ko, kabado. He returned the invitation to me. I have an important meeting on Tuesday. Oh, yumuko ako. Medyo nabigo at mas lalong kinabahan. I'll see if I can cancel. Huwag na Jax, it's just a simple friendly dinner anyway. No need to cancel an important meeting. Isa pa, baka mag-usap din kami ng agent ko pala sa gabing iyon. Agap ko. He nodded slowly. Hindi na ako nagsalita. Hindi na rin siya nagsalita. 8 p.m. pa sa Wednesday ang opening ng restaurant, he said. Yes, 8 to 10. We can have our dinner 6 p.m. of that day. Matatraffic ako patungo sa restaurant. Let's just reschedule it, I said coldly, a bit irritated at myself. You don't run out of excuses. Are you avoiding me? He said sternly. I'm not. Totoo naman kasi ang mga sinasabi ko. Calm down, Amber. Don't lose your patience over this simple thing. We'll eat near the restaurant and I'll come with you on that opening you are talking about. That's done, he said and turned his car on. Suminghap ako at bumaling na sa sasakyan ko. Iyon ang naglaro sa isipan ko buong biyahe. Kahit pa nasa loob na kami ng groceries, tahimik siyang sumusunod nagtutulak ng cart. I put on some chocolate drinks and juices on it. Sinilyapan ko siya. Dinampot niya iyon at tiningnan ang likuran ng inumin. Bahagya akong kinabahan. Hindi ko itinago na may anak ako. Hindi ko nga lang masyadong ine-expose si Jack sa internet para sa kanyang security. Iniisip ko kagabi kung alam ba ni Jax na may anak ako. Ngayon, natanto kong imposibleng hindi niya alam iyon. Now, I proved it right. He knows that I have a son. My heart hurt especially when he put the drink down. Some cold defiance about it is on his face. Nanginig ang labi ko nang nagkatinginan kami. Why? I asked. Umiling siya at nag-iwas ng madilim na tingin. Tinulak niya ang cart at nauna na sa akin. He stopped to see another drink. and he turned it around to read whatever is on the back labels. Parang tinutusok ang puso ko. Naglakad ako patungo sa kanya. Nilapag niya ang isang drink na kinuha niya sa aking cart. Gulat na gulat ako, lalo na nang sinulyapan niya lang ako saglit bago siya nagsalita. "Try this. This looks healthier," he said nonchalantly and pushed the cart again. Hindi na ulit kami nag-usap pa. Tumulong siya sa paglalagay ng pinamili ko sa sasakyan. I said thank you politely at umalis na rin. Sinundan niya ako hanggang sa lumiko na ako sa basement ng kondo. Papasok ako nang humarurot ang sasakyan niya paalis ng tuluyan. I may look normal now, but the truth is, I am a mess inside. Tama na iyon para bigyan ako ng ilang gabing walang tulog.